discussion that rages on in the scene as to whether they're good or garbage, but it's going to be the early A site hit. Sobble for now isolated. He does have support in Snatchy, but stuck behind the smoke. Rez does well to isolate the initial fight. Plopsky chiming in with one of his own, and that's the A site completely taken. 3-on-5 retake early on for Whistler. It just doesn't feel even remotely viable. Goofy, this is where the Julies really start to come undone, just spraying and praying at the moment to see if anything could be connected. But Fuzi playing it smart, tucking behind those big boxes, waiting for his chance and taking it well. 3 becomes 2, and this is just slowly but surely falling apart. A single frag for Jedka. This is really starting to look awkward. Snatchy brought down low. Jedka is still just waiting, hoping that he can catch a timing with 20 seconds left, but finally he's cleared. And as quickly as it looked promising, it starts to fall apart for the CT side. 4 quick kills, despite the early damage, not really finding any kind of purchase. And Sparrow once more, just hoping that maybe he can nab himself an exit, but S-Tag's got a nasty little angle to deal with him. With his NIP looking for something cheeky, catching the timing of the early rotation. Sparrow is aware that this is a possibility and he will deal with one, but with the trade coming through, again, the CT side start to get wrapped on, this time over towards that A site once more, as Snatchy is going to have a hell of a lot to do. Holding down long, has support from Donut from Sobble. There's a timing on this CT play, though, and that's where it gets rough. Snatchy, missed shot, has to fall back further into Temple. Multiple crosshairs on him, and as his head's ripped off, it's Sobble to try and clutch up a double. Denies the bomb plant and buys time as Fuzi chucked into the 1v3. 50 seconds left and bomb down in the open. Feels like it's a must-win round for Whistler, and Jedka will find the conversion. The Molotov does clear the close angle. It makes this shot a little more awkward as well, as the flashbang blinds Snatchy up, burning alive. He'll go down to S-Tag, and Goofy has got to hold here. Got to buy time. Rotation's already making their way in. Sobble has managed to place himself on long as S-Tag doesn't expect Goofy through the smoke to double up. Rez taken down without any sight of the problems. Hampus and Plopsky left to clutch up 2-on-4, but again, the clock already their enemy. Just 20 seconds left. Plopsy goes on a mad one. Clean headshot at least onto Goofy, but it's this long play of Sobble causing so many problems. There's nothing Sobble can do, as once more the A site just under siege and there's nobody home. Fuzi dealing with the rotates, gets Goofy, and Hampus lines him up. Clean double spray down in towards mid. Both players looking the wrong way. And yes, Snatchy grabs a kill on the AWP, but they can't even escape at this point. Hampus is already looking to lock down their rotate. Snatchy knows, but there's nothing he can do. And Sobble, well, he was the first A-site defender, and he is the last as well for Whistler, as NIP, 4 players left up, just looking to hunt down this last rifle and make sure there's no way Sobble can save. He'll find one, but that gives his position away, and Rez is already looking for him. Will go down, but there's plenty more where that came from. And finally, Fuzi will put him to bed. But he's running out of it rapidly. Clean damage onto Rez, but yet to find a single kill, as the A site once again is swarmed upon. Snatchy with a lovely little wallbang will start to be traded away, but Snatchy continuing to find impact on that AWP as Sobble dives in with the frag he was searching for earlier. And Plopsky, well, he's lost all his teammates, he's lost all hope, and he's lost the round.
This could be tough. If they don't expect Spiro, if they turn to fully focus on Sobol, then the timing might be bad. Sobol looking to buy time, Snatchy in position with the AWP, and now they're not comfortable crossing.
Stuck in no man's land, and Spiro takes full advantage. Sobol with one more before he burns alive, as Rez, how many times have we said his name? Stuck in the clutch, wallbang down through the smoke. He's found by Sparrow, and that
by going for some aggression, going for some info plays, and now Snatchy should have a good chance, but he's missed his first opportunity.
Nice pot flash to get him back in, but it's a 1-for-1. They don't expect the second player, but Goofy, oh, that was a must-hit shot. Can't quite find the connection he's after, and this is where things start to get a little awkward. Tech9's charging in, doing what they can, but the trades once more are good enough. Jedka and Goofy stabilizing the situation well for Whistler as they get their 7th on the board.
He really wants this kill on the player in Kabi. He's going to go for it, but now he's in the open. Hampus gets that opener towards mid, and now this could get real uncomfortable. Rez with another one, and NIP's switch up seems to have paid off.
Must find kill there for Snatchy, as he hasn't got it. The whole thing is just falling apart. Sobble low on HP. Sparrow and Jedka, well isolated, 1v1s consistently going the way of NIP now, as it is just a slaughter. Jedka alone. Stand tall or hide in a corner. He's deep inside that A site, and he is really not budging. Not giving anything away, hoping to save this rifle.
We've really got to go through that. There's low time left.
20 seconds, pop flashes over the top, and they're just going to absolutely send it. Goofy, it is time for you to shine, mate. Jedka on the backstabs, managed to double up, and that turns their crosshairs the other way. Rez will deal with it, but now it's Goofy. Here's that bomb go down. Spam desperately trying to connect, but it is going to be planted. 2 frags, regardlessly. Fuzi in the 1v3. This is much better from Whistler. Clean headshot for 1. He turns, he looks, but he's stabbed in the back by Sparrow. Whistler by the skin on their teeth.
And now it's back to the early mid contest. Snatchy forced away. Hampus full blind, and Sobol nearly got that chance. He has to fall back, but eventually gets that kill he was so desperately looking for. It's still all action, but it's into a 3v3 off the early trades.
That bomb's going to go down uncontested. Tapped by S-Tag to try and bait a peek, but with nothing forthcoming, he's happy to stick it. And this is where it starts to get awkward. Rez has the right eye advantage on this peak. Smoke goes deep as he looks to hold off, and Sobol walks right into the crosshairs. Sparrow, the secondary AWPer, left 1v3. Connects a nice shot for the first, but again, he's got no utility. He's got nothing to try and isolate these fights, and the 2-man ramp hold will suffice. 8-7 dropped immediately by Whistler, enforcing almost the entirety of this CT defense out. Plopsky alone, trapped in the cubby. Nothing he can do with the Julies. Fuzi will find 1 through the smoke, but again, the trade is instantaneous, and at this point, this is where that lack of kit starts to become a problem. They're a man down. They're stuck behind the smokes, at least for now, and they've got to get a shift on because they need a full 10-second defuse.
Starting to move in slowly but surely, but they realize they have to speed up, and now the dualies go against them. Jedka gets all 3 lined up.
Jaguar, it just felt like a little bit of a misstep. They've got their opportunity here to try and correct it. Rez, though, with the early punishment, will be traded 1 for 1. He spotted Bomb on the back of Goofy before he took him down. And Whistler know that because of that, they've got to speed things up. And it's Jedka catching the youngster in transition. Hampus and Plopsky trying to rescue the situation, do well to find the frags that give them the man advantage. But it will be Bomb down. It's a 2-on-3 as the last of the utility comes out for the T side.
Oh, Snatchy sneaks through the smoke into Donut. That's a good post-plant position, but he may be isolated from Sobol, who goes down alone. It's a 1-on-3 for Snatchy, and now there's a smoke in his vision. There's Plopsky on the other side.
They'll be staring down the barrel of a lower bracket run to keep their hopes alive, and this is the top-rated team. Play-ins, S-Tag, nice angle to open things up. The MP9 spray backed up by Plopsky. Well, Sobol doing what he can. Will find the double that at least keeps things even, but with low HP onto him, Fuzi in a fantastic position to deny the plant as well. Sobol has been left alone on site for now. Fuzi tucks himself into short, baited into the peak, but he turns onto Snatchy, who's having a horrid game. And the Molotov starts to burn out. Sobol low on HP, tucked into the cubby. Now the last man alive. It's smooth sailing for NIP on the retake. And Sparrow with 1 P250 shot has actually drawn the rotate. So Rez going to be left alone. Up against 4 as Sobol and Snatchy boosting up, trying to give themselves a nasty little angle. Shadow gives it away though, and Rez very aware of the possibility. Clean spray down against the eco. All 4 happy to just mop them up as Sparrow, well, he was the initial decoy over towards B, so he's completely stuck in no man's land, deep inside long. Spotted out, dealt with, ace for Rez, beautiful stuff. It is the eco frags, but Snatchy and Sobol, they want to take this control away. This is a nice off angle for S-Tag, but Snatchy's 1 ahead of him. Clean headshot to open things up, and with that man advantage, they're looking to retreat, but Hampus is there, in towards the donut, traded at least by Jedka, and now Whistler, they've got a Rap who has worked his way all the way out onto A without being spotted through CT and Rez. This is it. He's got to play the trigger discipline, and he gets both. Clean headshots, clean execution. Sobol in the backlines will at least get 1, but there's 13 seconds. That's a molly to isolate the bomb, and Rez, he's missed it. Bomb will be picked up, and it's on to Fuzi. Missed shot from the youngster. That will allow the plant. No, it won't. The denial is there. The time surely isn't right, and NIP get away with murder for a 12. Toying with the timing, very nearly caught it, but again, Hampus just about rotated in enough time, and he'll be wise to the threat, adjusts his crosshair well to deal with Sobble. And at this point, you've lost your rifle. Yes, you've got 2 low HP opponents, but they've got rifles, you've got pistols, and Rez, well, he's going to start mopping things up once again.
It was all about that AK going in first.
His way up this B ramp, but with 40 seconds left, there's no pick, there's no utility, and there's very nearly no time for Whistler. Snatchy's just going to go into this left eye peak, can't quite connect it. And well, that should be job done. 3 on 5, they're going to continue to charge into this site. Sobble doing what he can, finds 2. And somehow out of nothing, he's bought them a lifeline, but he needed to get that bomb down. He's faked it one time too many. He hasn't got the health to do that, and Estag will punish a small mistake, but it could well be the undoing of this T side, as now Sparrow taps it once again. He's desperate to bait some kind of a peek, but he doesn't look the right way, and NIP once again.
Hey guys, I'm currently running an Instagram giveaway of this op Nia Noah. It is super easy to enter. A link to the giveaway will be in the description below.
Kills, but as you were saying, the lack of utility was so devastating, and now it's a fast pace towards mid. The low buy shut down early.
Nothing they can do. 2 quick kills. This is job done. There should be no more to be said. Sobble, though, does want to have a say in this round. Expects the angle from Rez on the second time of asking. The problem is Goofy, again, that's bomb. Just lurking in a smoke in mid. All the good work of Sobble undone in an instant. It just goes from bad to worse for Whistler. Sobble and Sparrow trying to salvage the situation. They've got 2 rifles, and Sobble will be able to double his kill count once more. Sobble will take the site. But again, another smoke comes in, another 20 seconds where Sparrow will be unsighted, and as Plopsky deals with Sobble, Galil stuck behind this smoke. It just feels like it's going from bad to worse for this T side, as once again, more utility, more firepower, job done. Oh, this could be everything, Fuzi. We've seen Snatchy do it. He's going to give it a go himself. The pop flash is good, but Goofy's blinded by it. Fuzi's still lurking, looking and flicking cleanly. That's a huge kill, and he doubles it through the wall. Make it 3, Fuzi! The youngsters doing it, locking it out. They went 4 to B, and he wants all 4 of them crawling in. He'll finally be put down. But once again, it's just a field day for Fuzi on the AWP. And look at NIP, 3 players charging into the lane. They're not going to give them any room to breathe. Sobble, you've been the hero, but that's enough. 16-12, it will be NIP. A little bit of magic as they get it done here on Ancient.
NIP don't need device, they've got Fuzi, baby.